What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We are back to work on our 2023 Ninja H2. And what we just unboxed, what you're looking at right here, is around $900 worth of OEM Kawasaki parts that we need to finish this H2. You got your DRLs, your rectifier, your bar end, and these pieces add up quick. So let's start installing them on our H2. Oh yeah, that's sweet. With both of those DRLs plugged in and everything else, let's continue to assemble the front, including the windscreen, and then installing our rectifier on the side carbon panels. Let me tell you guys, these things were a must. We just got the H2 up to temp and gave it some proper revs. And everything is working great. It's charging now that we have that rectifier plugged in on this left side middle fairing. And man, this thing sounds so good. This sucker idles low, but it is loud. All right, now that we're done annoying the neighbors, we brought it back in the garage. No color in that titanium just yet, but we're ready to put this thing on the road, so let's finish her up. All right, we are one fairing away from completing this H2. And that last fairing is the carbon mudguard from RPM. Now, we also did get a few other miscellaneous pieces like this spring for the rear brake, like you guys recommended. So we are going to replace this as well. Also got some brackets for the mudguard to hold on those brake lines on the side that route behind the tire up all the way to the ABS unit. And we threw in these cover pieces along the dash, along with these carbon tank pieces, and everything just looks so good, and it all bolts up. Also threw in the turn signals underneath the wings like you guys recommended on both sides, and we plugged in those DRLs and all the lights are working, so we've passed on that. So let's install this carbon mudguard. Oh, here we go. Let's get some gas. What am I riding? All right, that is ridiculous. Guys, this bike is too fast. It is too fast. Oh my goodness. Guys, oh my goodness. I am shaking after that ride. This is absolutely the scariest and fastest bike I have ever ridden. But oh my, that's some beautiful titanium colors. Okay, first test drive, not an issue on the dash. Quick shifter is my favorite part. It is so violent. I love that. Who was thinking to put a supercharger on a motorcycle? The chain tension felt fantastic. The only thing was the clutch lever is so far out, and the brakes, they got a little squishy on me as I was really giving it some throttle. So I'm not sure why that is. Don't get me wrong, there was plenty of brake. It just felt a little squishier than what we had set it at previously. And that clutch lever is just so far out. I'm not sure if that's normal, but oh my goodness, I'm speechless. I did not go full throttle once on this bike, and I had to let off every time. Didn't even make it to 6th gear. This is genuinely way too fast. Like, what would you even use this for? This power is ridiculous. All right, guys, well, that is gonna be it for this H2. Man, this thing is unbelievable. And I have not forgotten the small components that we're still missing. Like, I need a spring for this peg. The clutch reservoir is still broken. This bracket is all bent up, so we did order a new one of these too, but they're on eternity back order. So we'll replace these in other videos, and I'll just include it at the end of the video. But all in all, this H2 is complete. Like usual, all the glory goes to God for this rebuild, blessing me with supportive, amazing parents and giving me the opportunity to work on some of the best bikes in the world. So we will catch you guys in the next one. See ya. Uh-oh, Houston, we have a problem. I just turned the bike around to get some shots with the sun and the carbon. And I think we're leaking, but it also looks like it's just all the oil from the chain has heated up and started to drip. Because I just changed the oil, and that's pretty dirty. All right above the chain, literally coming off of where the chain sits. No other leaks by the case or anything that I can see, so I'm guessing that's just chain lube, but it is everywhere. Well, gotta clean that up. So we're gonna need to be taking it a little easy on the way home. See ya! 298 horsepower. Check that off the list. I'm having trouble describing just how fast this bike is. Stock wheelbase, 298 horsepower. Like, it blows the RC4, the Triple R, the R1M out of the water. This thing would dog walk on those. I'm trying to be dead serious because I cannot describe how fast this is. You're at 100 in no time. You know how there's a 0 to 60 time on bikes? A 0 to 100 seems more fitting for something like this. Now, I will say, I thought the wings were more for aesthetic purposes in the beginning, but they actually make this bike so stable at high speeds. It's incredible. Again, another thing I'm having trouble describing to you guys because I don't know how to describe it. You might be wondering to yourself, how can I top riding such a fast bike? Well, you can't. Anything else uses jet fuel. Also, we've been sitting here for about 10 minutes. It looks to be just the chain lube that got hot and leaked down on the case because there's no puddle and all the fluid that we saw earlier is the fluid that's still there. That is a sigh of relief.